You're listening to a Saturday night gaming podcast, The Great War, run by Tony Stevens. Hope you enjoy.
Attention, Patriots! The year is 1940 and the world stands on the edge of darkness as the iron grip of Rasputin's Russian Empire tightens across the globe. From the frozen wastes of Siberia to the bombed-out streets of Tokyo, the forces of freedom fight valiantly to hold the line against the enemy bolstered by unholy magic and terrifying technology. But fear not, brave citizens, for the United States has unveiled its greatest weapon in this battle for liberty, Squad Scion. Handpicked from the best and the brightest, these extraordinary individuals have undergone cutting-edge enhancements to become living symbols of hope. And now, 4 fresh recruits, armed with newfound powers and unshakable resolve, are ready to join the fight. These courageous heroes will face the horrors of war, sabotage the Russian war machine, and stand tall against Rasputin's monstrosity, the warriors of divinity. The road ahead will be perilous, but freedom is worth every sacrifice. So, stand at attention, soldiers! The world is watching and the time to strike for liberty is now! Good evening, brave listeners. It is my privilege and honor to welcome you to Terra Prime, the Great War, proudly presented by Saturday Night Gaming and now powered by the Apocalypse. Prepare yourselves for a journey into a world on the brink of chaos, where history has been rewritten and heroism is the last line of defense against tyranny. Tonight you'll witness the clash of courage and darkness as our valiant players navigate the rich lore of Terra Prime, unraveling secrets, facing unimaginable terrors, and standing firm against adversity the likes of which the world has never known before. It's action, it's adventure, it is history rewritten, and with a touch of the extraordinary, I might add. Now, with great excitement, I present our cast and crew, starting to my right.
That's me.
I had to think about it too.
I am Patrick Danielson. I'm being played by Dan.
Not Patrickson. Daniel
Yes.
Patrickson? No, that's not right.
I'll be going by Breaker most of the game. I expect all of you to remember that. I am a explosives expert who got experimented on, and now I get to be protected by water sometimes.
Cool.
Be on the lookout. I did accidentally dehydrate somebody to death one time, but I promise to try not to do that again.
Just releasing those secrets early on.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. And you, sir.
Don't worry, I wrote that down. It is a secret that I will give to somebody later.
That everybody else already knows. Got it. Got it.
Hopefully we'll all forget by then.
My name is John. My character is not Blast Master.
He's not the blast master. He's the explosives expert. You mean gas blaster?
He's
Or
also
gas master?
Gas Master.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He
The mass gaster.
his given name by his mother is Gaston, but he now mostly goes by Atomos.
Animus.
Thanatos.
Oh my gosh.
Animus
I knew you
Thanatos.
shouldn't do this if you couldn't pronounce it.
I'm pretty sure that means the deadly wind, right?
Yeah, because my whole family was killed by Rasputin, and
Same.
so in my I don't know who you are.
Twinsies.
We haven't gotten to you
I
yet.
know who you are.
Well, that's because I'm explaining who I am.
It's happening currently.
You know, I'm Gaston, and that I have allowed myself to, through experimentation, to enhance myself so that it'll fuel my revenge against that guy I mentioned earlier.
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
Ah.
He has a power to make me forget. I will never forget. And that now, through experimentation, I am completely a gaseous being, poisonous gas, and I mostly have to be contained in a suit.
Special containment.
Yeah, special containment suit. I have gas powers. I can release myself into the air, causing discomfort to people around me. And
Sometimes death.
It's called passing gas is the name of the
Get them all out now. Go ahead.
We're not going to get them all out now.
Better out than in, I always say.
Yeah.
You literally never said that.
Well, just now I did.
Yeah.
You heard it. It's on
Wind,
recording.
Dust in the wind, so I'll go with it.
Dust in the wind. Okay, you. We're moving on.
I'm Jessica. I'm playing Katya Khrushchev. She also had her family killed by Rasputin. They were dissenters. He didn't like that.
This guy's been getting around.
Yeah, dissenters don't get a lot of attention, not good attention from
Yeah.
dictators.
Yeah.
Dictators and dissenters oftentimes they clash.
I heard that was how you sign up for being a guinea pig.
That's in New Guinea, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a guinea pig. That's why I'm gas now.
Oh, anyway, sorry.
You allowed yourself to be a guinea pig. Don't even. We just listened to
Yeah, it
your
doesn't
story.
matter if I allow myself.
Now, what kind of a monster allows themselves to be experimented on by a scientist
I
just
didn't
to
say
save the
that
country?
I didn't allow. I just said that I was a guinea pig, and that is a fact.
I have fought in all the countries. I was rescued by the Germans and then fought in all the countries.
I
And
fought in
now
all
I
the
ended
plus
up
one.
here.
Nice. All right. And you with the red hair.
I'm Laura and I'm playing Ellie. And I don't remember my backstory.
You're a sweet young girl from Alabama. And
Alabama.
Alabama. And
Well, that's all. You don't even.
you
have
could
to
get a
tell me.
moonburn there, but she did not. She actually joined the great fight against the Russian war machine because she doesn't like it. It's because her older brother died. Yeah.
How did
Was
you
he-
forget about your older brother?
Her older brother
It was
died.
so traumatic that I forgot.
Maybe he's much older, and she doesn't remember.
He was fighting for the armed forces against the Russian war machine. He died, and she said, "I am not going to take this. I can stand up for myself and beat these bastards."
Was he also
That's
killed
why she's
by
here.
Rasputin?
Well, I mean, by extension, probably, because everybody that's killed by the Russians is killed by Rasputin, I guess, at some
Yeah,
point.
that makes sense.
All right. So I'm Tony Stevens. I will be your GM, editor-in-chief for this game. I hope to bring everybody all of the thrilling action that they've come to know by listening to Saturday Night Gaming's podcasts. Don't forget to go back and listen to everything that's predated this because it's all awesome too. And then tune in every week for us and we will present to you the best, most exciting story about the 1940s altered history that you've ever heard while listening to this. Right? Don't you agree?
Of all the broadcasts that I've ever heard, this is definitely one of them.
Of all the broadcasts in all the world about the altered history of the 1940s, you had to listen to mine. So, without further ado, Hawk.
Huh?
You're on floor 64 of this tower.
Oh.
Right? And so you're walking around. Your team had just run into this katana wielding nightlight looking motherfucker. Right? And you're like shooting the dude with holes. Because why are you going to show up wearing armor and having a katana if you don't want me to shoot you?
Exactly.
Right? All of a sudden, you get this horrid migraine. Pulsating, pounding migraine. Suddenly, the scenery around you starts to blink in and out as your eyelids grow heavy and the scene fades to white. Utter silence falls upon your surroundings until gunfire. And then you feel the heat of the night. Images flooding your senses, smoke, voices, pain, and a name whispered by the fire. Stein. Snap, crackle, Stein? Is that what you said? All right. So, as you begin to come to your senses, you notice that you are in the city of...
Stones.
You are in the German-occupied industrial district located outside of Lubeck. This is 1 month prior to these events, for those of you that are listening in. But for Hawk, this is current day. Experiencing this as if for the first time. You know that you were sent here on a special stealth infiltration and extraction mission. I'm going to skip. There we are. Okay, cool. So, as it begins, you are currently in stealth as snow whips across bombed out factories where the fires still rage. You have come to this place with Squad Scion, specifically Bravo Team. And they too will find out how they don't remember this. Maybe. Alright. So, currently, right now, you are still in stealth. You're looking down at the bombed out factories below, and the snow is starting to cover everything. However, whatever fires are there are still raging. Whatever it was that you know you were coming for, you were given very strict instructions to infiltrate, find the informant for the Allied forces and resistance fighters, and recover important information from them regarding some experiment going on within Rasputin's regime, within the Russian Empire, something known as the Remnant Project. Currently you are here with members of your squad that you've worked with before. Stormfront, Miasma the Gas Man,
Miasma.
Gaston, Miasma the Gas Man, some Latin thing, and Gas Master. Also, not Gas Blaster. He's had names.
It's Animus.
Animus.
Thanatos.
Thanatos Animus, yes.
Yes.
Gaston Dubois.
Oh,
And the Breaker,
Dubois part.
as they call him.
The Gas Blaster. Master.
Currently,
Disaster.
you were given team lead and told to guide your team into this situation for infiltration and extraction.
Point my gas in the direction of your choosing.
That away. It's up to you, sir.
Alright, which way can we go right now?
Currently, where you are, sitting in the hills above the bombed out factories, you're looking down, and I mean, like, the factories are basically in a valley rest of the part of the city. They have already been attacked. You see several dead Russian soldiers on the ground around the facility. And like I said, fire, and a natural fire that's still burning. Like, whatever this was that exploded this facility was hot.
Hot.
Alright, so I'm gonna try and resurrect a few Russian soldiers. $11. Wait, hold on. Mass resurrection. That's -2. 9.
9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you are able to...
Wait, hold on. I am mismathing horribly. Or am I?
9?
Mm.
Okay. So one of them is able to be resurrected down by the crumbling factory wall.
Mm-hmm.
You see that he is kind of rigidly making his way to his feet, and then in a stuttered motion beginning to make his way to you.
I make him go around and walk into the fire. I want to see what happens.
All right. As he walks into the fire, parts of his uniform begin to catch fire. He doesn't scream or anything because, you know, he did.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can see that there's obviously like some flesh melting off of him, and then he continues to walk through the fire. What happens to him is what you would expect to happen to a fleshy corpse in a fire.
Okay.
Smells a bit like brisket.
So it's not a hologram.
It is not a hologram, it is real. He's like, that's what I have. All right, guys. What are you doing?
Well, that's real.
I put the meat in the fire. You are all here.
So a zombie just
And
walks
we
into the
currently
fire?
smell long pit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cooking.
I would like to put it out.
Oh,
Would you like to douse it?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you douse it?
We'll see.
He can attempt to.
Okay. So we're going from a month ago me power set.
You
So
are
what
currently,
can you
okay, just so that everybody's aware, the way that we're going to
What
work,
can you do?
everybody's going to have their current power sets,
Lightning.
Okay.
and every bit of XP that
I'm
you
also
earn
very
here will
stealthy.
apply to you.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
The rest will make sense later.
Lightning, gas, water.
Yep.
Okay. Trying to think
They're
here.
dead.
Yeah.
wait, are we forming the Frankenstein experiment? Okay, so
Going to find a guy named Stein.
alright, so I got 10, 11, 7. No, 8. I got an 8
Because of the reduction on what are you actually doing?
my complete liquefaction.
Okay, and basically what you're going to be able to do is utilize your water form to carve out a pathway.
Okay.
Whether this was the correct pathway or not, you're not sure. You didn't really investigate that. But where that zombie just walked through and got burnt to a crisp, you have now splashed forth, and that path is the fire is put out.
Thank you for testing that fire was real so that I wouldn't try to walk into it as non-water.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see if I can resurrect another one. And the dice fell. Damn it.
Oh.
No.
What'd you get?
No.
What'd you get?
2
Total?
total. Oh!
That's not good.
Because this slipped out of my hand.
2 on the dice or 2 total?
2 total.
Oh,
2 total.
No, if I would have gotten a 2 on the dice, it would have been 0.
So, what y'all begin to hear is the whirring of propellers as you look to the skies and see that there are a series of Russian drone planes that are coming through and circling the area.
Oh.
Tell them, go away, we got this.
Gaston, Ellie, Patty has put out a pathway into this facility that was on fire, so there is currently a singular smoldering path where he wet the area.
Alright.
I kind of
Alright, let's all
rolled through like
go through.
To skip down, being careful not to slip on the wetness.
So you're going in?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to go ahead and roll using
I
speed.
don't have any speed. And I forgot my dices. And I get my
You want a dice mama? We got a
dice
mama
mommy.
here.
Yes. Is it
That's-
mama or mommy?
Dice mommy.
Whatever you prefer. Ooh, look at iridescent. Your pearl. Mother of pearl.
That is Elizabeth's middle name.
Mother?
She's
Pearl.
the mother of Pearl.
Elizabeth's middle name is Pearl.
I did not know that.
Well, now we do. You know what that is? Half the
Nice.
battle.
Oh, because knowing, yes.
I learned that.
The other half is
I'm
you
going
rolling that dice.
to roll.
I learned that. That's how I know that.
And I'm rolling for speed.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronnie, can you
What
pass
about
me-
something other than speed? Oh, thanks. What about something other than speed?
What did he roll? What did he roll?
What's your speed?
0.
0.
Oh, he rolled a 4.
They slip on
Okay.
his wetness.
So, first off, let's go ahead and get this out of the way, Gaston. Whatever damage that you have currently does not exist right now.
Oh, good.
So
that's
don't
all.
Don't erase it though.
Don't erase it.
Just don't
because-
use it.
Just use like a separate here.
Yeah.
Draw 5 blocks. I'll take it.
I get where you're going, so I'm gonna track my little
Where I'm
dashes
going.
above
How
the
do you know
box.
where I'm going?
Draw 5
There you
blocks,
go.
draw 5.
That's going to be your
Minecraft
damage track for
characters.
tonight.
Should I fill
So,
it in?
yes, go ahead and fill one in
What did I slip
as you
on?
walk into the area and a mine is set off, blowing you back out of the area into the snow as you're still like putting out the fire that's on you now.
Alright.
Oh,
But you
should've-
see him start to
should've
walk in,
stuck
and then
to
all
the-
of a sudden just, and then you see his flopping arms as he's flying back and he hits the snow.
What I love is, no matter what happens, I won't die because it's the past and I exist in the future.
Yeah.
I feel
Sure.
very, very concrete in this. Yes, it wasn't resurrected by one of the necromancers on the team.
Yes.
Wait, one of?
All right, Ellie, you saw that this mine just blew him right the heck out of the
Get
building.
blown.
Would you like to run through,
Wait.
or
Is that the mine that I played?
Don't forget the bubbles.
did I do that just now?
Bubble your.
Bubble your XP, in
I
it,
always forget.
your experiences.
My speed.
Oh yeah. You do get experience, which
Yeah.
has
You rolled
happened in the
twice.
past, so this experience
Yeah,
we are
I've
now
already.
remembering.
All right, Ellie, what do you want to
Well, we
do?
had time to heal.
Cautiously go in.
You want to cautiously go in?
I was not cautious.
Apparently, my liquid body was not
Well, my
heavy
speed
enough
is
to
heavy.
trigger the mechanics.
That would help.
6, 7,
8, 9.
9. Okay, so you maneuver in and you are able not to set off any mines, but as you put your foot down, you do hear the click and you stop yourself because you know that click. You know what's going on. You're standing directly on top of a bouncing Betty.
Why is Betty bouncing?
I have experience.
Because she had a kid, Bam.
I have experience with delayed explosives. Can I try to roll intelligence to disarm?
I'll allow it.
Awesome. That is a 10.
You run over and you say, Ellie, don't move. Now listen closely to me. I think I've learned something in my time. I don't even know if you have an accent or
I
not.
am currently liquid form still.
Oh, I speak Monopoly. My character speaks.
But he forms a face long enough to tell you these mines are all extremely dangerous, but extremely sensitive to electricity.
Oh.
I'm looking
And
forward.
then he puddles back into the ground.
I'm looking forward to you deciding to shock it, and then I go, no, don't do that. If you would like, I could try to shock it, but I don't have that power.
All right, now As they're discussing this, the drones are circling closer and closer. Hawk, you recognize they are triggering these red lights that you know that they do just before they drop payloads.
We're about to get paid. And loaded.
This Friday.
It's Good Friday.
I go to get cover.
You take cover?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can take cover at this point.
I don't have to roll speed or anything?
Not really.
Okay.
If you're not like going in the facility or anything, you're just taking cover, you can do that. But you notice that they're aiming at the facility.
Can I follow his...
Currently, she's stuck on a Black Betty, a bouncing
Bouncing
Betty.
Betty.
He's puddled underneath her feet, trying to keep her emotional support.
I was
And he's smoldering in the snow just outside the doorway.
probably going to try and freeze the...
Well, this mission's going great so far. Let's see. I wonder if they would stop. I want to try and resurrect at least like one or two more.
Yes, we do need other people than us to be walking on the mines.
Yeah.
Wow.
7 plus 2, 9 minus 2, 7. So that's hopefully 1.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, there's an undead. He's beginning to crawl out of the snow. You see him just like pulling himself forward as a little trail slither behind him where his spinal cord is, as he's just pulling himself as an upper body. Just half a man. 'Cause I'm half the man I used to be.
Okay, Alice.
But in Russian.
Don't you put chains on me.
But in Russian to avoid copyright law.
Right. I don't know how to do that, so I'm just going to leave it be.
Alright, so let's,
So you're just seeing him crawling towards that same corridor?
yeah, I just sent him crawling towards the same corridor.
Alright. And Gaston.
Stone.
You wake in the snow and you're like, oh my gosh, that was so violent and uncalled for. And here I brought bagels.
I did? I take one out and I shove it in my gas hole.
That's weird.
As you see, there's a ventilation shaft like right in front of his helmet, and it's like got like one of those eyelet holes, and it like opens up. As he puts the bagel up to it, green gas begins to just eat away and dematerialize the bagel that then is just forced all the way into the hole, and then
That
just like
actually makes
just like a
sense,
camera lens that
'cause
closes back up
He's
again.
breaking the yeast down to make more
Yeah.
gas.
Yes.
I love breaking down things into gas.
And then he opens it up just a little bit and goes, "Burp," and then burps just a little itty bitty cloud of green gas. All right, Gaston, you have eaten your bagel,
It was delicious.
and you notice that Stormfront is in the corridor that you were in, and
Stormfront, I noticed that you're in the same corridor that I am in,
but she stopped moving.
but you have stopped moving.
There's a
Can
puddle
I
beneath
can I
her
poke
feet.
her?
Don't poke me, don't touch me.
You can try. Now, see, you were in that
Let
corridor.
me
You
look
got
around
blown out
for
of
a
the corridor.
stick that I can poke her with.
No.
Pay attention. You got blown out of that corridor by a mine.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
not in here.
She's currently in
I am
there
standing
and
on
standing
what
still.
blew you out.
Why aren't you moving?
No.
Just say you're on a mine or something. Why?
I just told you I was standing on what blew you out.
I don't know what blew me out.
I am not that intelligent. I am just French.
I'm just French.
I'm just here to steal some stuff and look good at it. Why are the thieves always French?
Oh.
They're ladiesmen and they're French and they're thieves.
Sly Cooper wasn't French.
Well, yeah, but
He was
what
a
about
thievius
Lupin the Third?
Rufus. Lupin the Third.
What about Gambit? What about Phantomax?
Gambit was American.
What about me?
Oh, what about Gaston?
Anyway, I'm poking her.
So you're trying to walk back over to poke her with a stick?
Yeah. I found a good stick.
All right. So do you want to do this on your feet,
Yes.
moving quickly,
Yes.
or some other mode of transit that you
I will
have?
fly over to you.
I don't know if you can fly in
I
your
will
suit.
skip. On my feet or my hands? What do you want me? What do you want from me?
You can move on your feet if you want to
And I shall do
quickly,
that.
or you can move
Fly.
in another mode
I can
of
fly.
transit if you leave behind your suit.
I can pass gas.
That said,
Do you want to pass gas across this area, or do you want to continue with your suit and just...
there are currently Russian drones about to drop their payload on us.
Yes, and you notice that they are
we have to
coming
get to
down
the
faster
cave.
and faster.
Or
It's not a cave. It's
There is no cave.
building
You don't even know if there's a cave or
a
not. You
payload
just
is
know that
being
you're
dropped on.
just moving in.
what do you guys want from me?
Uh,
Do you want me to explode all of the explosions
I'm
with gas?
currently trying to help her figure out how to disarm the bouncing Betty that's under her foot.
Without getting blown away like you were.
She is not as wacky inflatable tube arm man as you, technically. She might be sturdier. She's never really gotten hurt. Once, I think.
I have 2 injured left.
For real?
Yeah.
You got
That-
really hurt last time, huh?
That was
Is
the
that
first
your
time.
first time ever
That was
getting
the
hurt?
first time getting hurt, and I've got 2 left.
And now we're going to find out in your
I
history
don't know
if
how
you've
to
gotten hurt
disarm
before.
anything. All I have is this stick I pick up.
Do not poke me with the stick.
Okay,
Try dissolving this. No.
I can.
Do you have anything you can do against drones?
Against drones?
Or do you just want to blow up the area that Ellie's standing in?
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think
you've
she
got
would
the gas
appreciate that.
explosion
I
thing,
don't
right?
Blow me up.
You've got that gas explosion ability, right?
Yes.
Could you drift up around the drone and explode?
Yes.
Would that hurt you?
No.
It's kind of in his innate abilities.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to pass gas in the general direction of that drone. Stand back. It's gonna be a lot of
I
gas.
like this plan. Mostly because
Yeah.
I huddle on the ground.
Oh no, I did not roll that. These mother dice are horrible.
They give you a 5 on the die.
5 plus 3.
8.
Oh wait,
Explosive gas is
I'm
what?
looking at it. Okay, so -1, so it's +2.
So 7.
7.
All right, 7 to 9. So you are able to release an explosive cloud of gas
Yes.
at 1 of 3 drones,
Take that.
exploding in front of that drone, which then throws all of its sensors off.
That's right.
So from anybody who's paying attention and watching, you notice that there is a sensor on the front of the drone that's very pinpoint. Only a sniper would probably be able to hit it. But with an explosive cloud of gas, you are able to damage that sensor, which causes the drone to completely fly off path, crashing into the ground about 5 to 10 yards away
And that's it. You're
from
welcome.
the facility.
That's pretty good. About 30 feet. Nice. Patty's an American.
Ah, you translated
100
it?
yards. So.
It's 1 cosmic cubic meter.
Ah, yeah.
Alright, so do you want to try for electricity?
Can I do that while standing on the...
You can do anything you want to do. I'm not going to tell a girl from Alabama no.
You're from Alabama?
Kid?
I was born in Alabama.
That sounds
I
like
thought
a
you were
beginning
French.
song.
This
Born in Alabama, but I'm really French.
9.
Is it the Cajun?
I didn't know you spoke German.
Alright, so
I'm
with
using this
that,
pencil. This is the one I
Your
procured.
pencil's over there.
No. Oh, you're right. Well, you can have my pencil.
Oh my god.
Your pencil's nice.
That's why I ain't spinning my thing. Am I...
You want to switch pencils?
No, I'm not drawing it.
I'm having
now,
a great time.
what did you say it was that you rolled?
9.
Did you want to add in an assisted teamwork since you
Since
are
I'm
actually
helping? Yes.
helping her?
Yeah.
I did. That'll be on me because I did forget to break out y'all's teamwork die when we started this, but I will set it down to 3, therefore taking that up to a 10. So basically what occurs is Patty has now distributed his liquid self across many of the bouncing betties that are in the area as Ellie raises her hands to the sky, lightning bolts striking down directly into the puddle which coordinates all the electricity through to the bouncing betties, causing each of their firing pins to malfunction. Don't look this up and see if it's scientifically sound. It is currently within our grounds of disbelief, so F you if you're trying to tell us that this is not how bouncing betties are disarmed. Boom!
Add us in the
I mean,
comments for engagement.
unboom. No boom.
Add us in the comments, though, for engagement.
Yes, we love engagement. Yell at us if you like. Alright, so, a series of bouncing betties are now diffused.
Yes.
The path towards down this wet hallway is currently disarmed.
You're welcome.
As the torso is still going.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, no boom. No boom. Click, click, no boom.
Ka-chink.
Alright, good job.
Saliva reference? No? Okay.
Oh. Ah!
Click, click, no boom? Oh.
Yeah. I got it right after I said no boom.
Alright.
Alright.
Your torso is crawling though. And it seems to be not setting off the mines. She seems to have successfully, with the help of Patty, Breaker, Danielson, diffused those mines.
Is there a door?
That'd be an interesting thing to figure out. If only somebody was able to, like, analyze a structure or...
I am flowing through the facility.
That also makes complete sense.
So that is a 9.
9.
With that 9, you hear a gurgling on the floor. And then this puddle face like begins to like stretch up, like this stream of like liquid stretches up to like
that.
just beside your face, and then starts to take like a humanoid form within the water, and it goes, "Hey, there's a hatch. Seems to be a hidden hatch to some form of like blast bunker over here. Just about 2 more cosmic cubic meters."
Alright.
Microclicks.
Well, let's get over there.
Alright, so as you get there, you realize that it is a sealed hatch, and there does not seem to be any kind of keypad or code or button, switch. In fact, all you can see is the water that is kind of leaking into a ventilation shaft. There is one little air shaft that seems to be allowing oxygen into whatever this bomb bunker is.
Can you get in there and unlock it from the inside?
I could try. I will try to get in there and unlock it.
Alright, so what's your level on your full liquid form? It's a possibility. Okay. Alright, so it is possible for him to go complete liquid form, and some other people may be able to turn into different states of matter as well. Just in case.
I've never seen gas travel through a pathway.
I could do that. Probably not.
Never seen it, I've heard it. Smelled it.
I've seen the effects of the wind, but I've never seen the wind.
Do you think we can get through there?
Pathway? Yeah.
What is the current state of your gaseous form? What level of difficulty is that for you?
To become just gas or to release gas and control it?
To be the complete gas form.
To be complete gas form is a -3.
Okay, so
It's a
currently
wash.
it's the same for both of you to be able to do
Like
this.
if I roll a 7, then I pass, right? 7 is good? Or 8? Do I need an 8?
7 to 9 is able to do it.
Yeah, so I would have to roll at least a 7 in the dice to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like y'all are kind of even on that one. So if one doesn't happen, then the other one might.
Okay. I will try it since he's not holding dice.
I'm holding these dice.
7, 8.
Oh, he did it.
So 8 minus
Good
3
job.
plus 1 is
That's
6. So I didn't manage to do.
So
You didn't?
he's like, you're like, hey, can you get in through that ventilation shaft and help us? And then he goes, ah, and then begins to form into human form right there on the ground in front of you. And he's like, I think I've expended my time in liquid form. And his howling scream at being suddenly solidified triggers one of the drones. There's 2 more of those drones still in the sky, and it is now going straight to your area.
Okay. Do I have my sniper rifle on me?
Si, senor.
And
Alright.
I mean, oui, mon
and
ami.
if you were watching, there was a sensor on the front.
If you were paying attention to the program.
Perfect. I want to use perfect aim for that sensor.
All right, go ahead.
12.
You just see him go. He hears the noise and he immediately turns. And this round just goes straight through the sensor, right out the tailpipe of this drone as it just explodes in the sky.
I bet that even happened in bullet time.
It did. I actually saw it rippling through the air.
Yeah.
There was a fly that was also flying by, and then both of its wings got blown off,
Oh man.
and then it hit the drone sensor.
Whoa.
That's
Gaston!
Gnarly.
Patty has failed to turn into a different form of solidity to go into the gas ventilation shaft.
Oh no. Well, then I shall attempt
Help me,
to
Gaston.
fail. at
Would you
myself.
like to use
You're my only
different
hope.
since your pearl or
No, can you do my dice, Daddy?
Sure. You can use those.
What do they call it? I'm emancipating myself from your.
This
dice
whole thing
mommy.
is full of dice.
You can choose any dice.
There's literally full. This bag is full of D6s. There's
That's
nothing
okay.
but D6s in here.
If you want to turn to Daddy because Mommy's being a little rough on you.
Yeah,
This
Daddy's always
is-
taking care of me.
This is rainbow. Oh, this is the ones that have the glitter on them.
Ooh, glitter.
That's not a D6.
And he is now distracted by different dodecahedrons.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm rolling. Wait a second.
all right.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it's
That's
this.
all the red letters.
Oh,
Is that a different one?
It's just not the.
Ha! I don't know what this symbol
Oh
is.
God!
Was it double ones?
Is that a 1?
Yes.
Alright, Dice Daddy. Screw you.
How many ones was it? Was it 2
It was
ones?
3 total.
Oh,
It
three.
was
Three on the die.
3 and his thing is a -3, so he got a 0.
I can't even take this thing off. I'm stuck inside my suit.
The trapdoor's impregnable.
This is the first time I've seen the DM this dumb.
Now, you've been playing with me for a long time. Y'all have done some shit before. Well, I'm going to say yes, it's been a while.
Okay. I'm gonna try sabotage ops.
Currently, Gaston, go ahead and roll evasion.
Alright. Let's go back to Mommy. Let's see.
Well, I mean, Daddy's being rough on me.
These two look good. You got lots of guys. Why do you need that many guys?
She is married to a DM.
Alright. That's
Pretty.
not as bad.
That's 6.
6. It's. Oh, and then do I get. Oh, in addition? What?
What's your energy?
3.
6 plus
9.
3 equals 9, minus...
Nothing.
Or minus nothing?
Why am I minusing something?
Because of the difficulty of turning into a gas
Oh,
beam.
I'm still trying to turn to a gas person?
Yes.
Oh, and then
Oh, no, wait, that was your evasion, right?
That's my
Yeah.
evasion.
Okay, what's your...
Oh.
So you rolled a 6,
Yeah.
1 is 6, and his speed is
0.
0. Don't forget to bubble your stuff, man.
Alright,
Bubble
so
my stuff?
go ahead and
Yeah,
fill
fill
in...
your.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bubble your stuff and then fill in
Bubble.
another damage track.
Oh, no.
So far, I
as the final drone starts opening up with machine fire. She's like a little minigun kind of pops out the bottom of it, and just, as these rounds are just like pegging the ground closer and closer to Gaston. Gaston's like, oh no, wee, ah! And then you see several of the rounds piercing his gas suit as he falls to the ground, trying to like hold the holes so that he doesn't leak out.
Stick a thumb in it.
Next time I'll remember to bring duct tape.
So I'm gonna.
In the future, I will always carry duct tape.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna aim at that and try to shoot it as well.
All right, go ahead. All right, this one you are not as capable of downing. You do manage to damage it though. Like you hit right to the right of the sensor. It's like it starts to barrel roll away just as you're making the shot. And so it is now haywire and may not make as accurate shots.
Can I hit it with lightning?
You can. That is in your wheelhouse. 9 on the die.
+2.
So as you see this occur, it's like it starts to barrel roll. You hit it, and it starts like flying wild. Starts opening fire, which is just hitting random spots, and then all of a sudden, the thunder and the lightning strikes it as Ellie just smirks and says, "Don't get a moonburn, y'all."
Wait, who says that?
Only girls from Alabama. It's no one from Mississippi.
Never heard it from Mississippi.
Not in this reality, anyway.
Alright, so.
Alright, so those 3 drones are currently taken out.
I would like to analyze the trapdoor for another weakness that we can actually use. Otherwise, I would like to find a coat hanger that I can straighten and stick through that hole.
And it's this type of clinic. Oh, that's cool.
Alright. What were you trying to do?
I was trying to either analyze the trapdoor for another weakness, since we can't seem to exploit this one.
Does it have any electronics?
You can analyze it. There's nothing that you can see.
Alternatively, I would
Like on the
to-
outside, it seems to just be a sealed steel door.
Okay. Then yes, I would like to analyze it for alternative weakness. That is an 8.
Hey, that works.
With that 8, you can tell that it does have electronics in nature, but most of them are accessible and vulnerable
Only from
on the other side.
Okay. So, Allie, can you stick your finger through them and make electricity on the other side?
What?
That's a good idea.
I can control lightning. I'm not electricity.
Oh, control
She's
the
not
lightning
like
to
you.
go through the hole.
Now, you have currently unlocked a team up power between
By
the
our
two of
powers
you.
combined.
You would just need to be able to liquid into the hole and then channel her electricity again if you want to do a teamwork on that.
Let's do that.
Sure.
So I go
Good
complete
idea.
liquid.
You never go full
Don't
liquid.
worry, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna use a edge to re-roll that.
What did you roll?
How big is the ventilation
It was fine.
shaft that he's trying to get in?
Hey, even worse. I rolled a 4 now
Did you use your edge?
Yes, for the first one.
to re-roll. Because using the edge to bump it up would have just barely made it a success. Instead of a 4, which is way worse. I don't think I can go.
So, Hawk.
Mm-hmm.
As they're trying to access this panel, you hear something strange kind of shifting around behind you. And you look down at your feet and you see your pet dead Russian soldier, half of.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like kind of like perched there at your feet on his hands, just looking up at you like, and you're like, okay, good. He's here. He's Stumpy, sit.
On his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And you start looking around, and that's when you notice that from the ground all around you, there seems to be a black mist that emanates from the soil itself and begins to infiltrate each of the corpses surrounding the facility. Each of those corpses, as the black shadow mist seems to penetrate their flesh, they begin to twitch and rigidly sit up and come to life. You recognize the power, but it is not you controlling it. They are surrounding you and beginning to move in now.
That sounds like fun.
Target prioritization.
Okay.
That sounds like an ability that's on your sheet.
It is.
Nice.
I can attack multiple targets.
I'm picturing Goku with like an actual character sheet going, Kaioken! Super Saiyan Kaioken! Kaioken times 100! You get a debuff on the roll. Kaioken negative 100!
Alright, go ahead.
Roll for it. Not the Kaioken.
$12.
12 total, so basically you start prioritizing the undead that are closest to you in your surrounding vicinity. So Patty, as you're like twitching on the ground, trying to figure out why your powers are still like running against you, you look up and see as Hawk is like standing directly over you, and he's just like releasing several shots. As you hit the undead targets, you'll see like an entire head explode because you've nailed this shot directly in the forehead. And then you see the black mist kind of like dissipate from it, splash to the ground, dissipate, and then recombine itself onto another body and start animating it from the ground.
I think we figured out why I can't turn into liquid. I wouldn't be able to keep out the black liquid.
I want to play tug of war of the gas.
Wait, with me?
No.
Oh.
Gaston, you can make a maneuver if you'd like to. Try and get through that vent again.
Yes, I'm going to try again, but not with these dice.
We need to get in there as soon as we can.
Ah,
Have some fire.
give it to me by God himself.
And then, use this.
Are you all
That's the
right?
one he
Are you
used
gonna
that
be able
was
to put it in
bad.
the water again?
Well, but don't hold it
or
in your hand.
You
Put it on a surface.
text out.
Pray
I'm
to
getting an
God.
idea.
Okay.
Ha!
Maybe
Autonomous Thanatos.
What is it? You cursed me!
just suck in the mist.
You're not supposed to use the GM's
I
dice.
renounce you as my
What in the
God.
heck? Use
You're
your
a
edge.
false God.
Use your
this one.
edge.
It's too late.
You can use your edge to nullify that roll and roll again.
Do I have an edge?
Yes.
Then I use it. Give me new dice, mommy. Thank you. Ooh. These are nice.
He will find some sort of dice. They're not his bionic dice.
Okay.
No, wait.
Bionicles.
Changing the tray.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's
Made by
probably the
Dice
train that
Mommy
was
a
the
long
problem.
time ago.
You gotta make sure it bounced against the walls.
Yeah. Yes, Dice Mommy's device. It's a 5 and a 6.
Oh, nice.
That's drastically better.
That is drastically better, yes. That is like the opposite end of the
I have
spectrum.
become mist.
You are now... You basically like just open up one of your valves and just flow directly into this ventilation shaft. Coming out on the other side within the facility, you notice that there's like a echoing of creaking machinery and the hum of electronics, things all around you. But the first and foremost, you see the hatch release lever.
All right.
And you grab hold of it.
Oh, I do? Okay.
If
I
you
wasn't
want to.
gonna.
You don't want to?
Well,
You do or you don't. It's just up to you.
I'll do it because God has told me I should do this.
God is giving you a choice.
Yeah, he did give me those dice though, but maybe he was just setting me up to get this new dice. It's all
It was
part of his
all
plan.
part of my plan to make you
Yeah.
use the correct tray.
That is correct.
Yeah.
This is made of clay, which is like, because it's so, the mother is like Earth, and she took a piece of herself and created this dice tray.
Katya would be proud of you for using that dice tray
Why?
because she likes.
That's her favorite.
dice tray.
It's her favorite.
Actually, her favorite was the one that broke, but that's her second favorite. And she
Oh, I
still
can
likes
break this one.
No, that's
If
the last one. I made 3 of them.
That's not why it's your favorite? Because broken? Some people like broken things.
No, that's the I made 3 of them like.
The one that she had made and then
Years
put
ago.
back together is the one that Jessica loved to use.
That's why they like broken things, so they can put them back together. It's like a puzzle.
It reminds them of men.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Broken things.
It's my new short story.
Yes.
It's gonna be a Black Mirror episode.
Oh my.
Season 9.
So,
Broken
do you
things.
pull the lever or not pull the lever?
I'll pull it.
Okay, he pulls the
I'll
lever.
pull it off.
Everybody on the top side starts to hear the groaning creak of the steel door activate, and it's beginning to open now as you see several more of these undead Russian soldiers stomping faster and faster towards you.
But they're with us, right?
Ronnie is not controlling them.
Come on, Ronnie, control the undead.
He's only controlling Stumpy right now.
Control all of them. With your
Stumpovich.
power.
Ivan the Boneless.
Okay. So I want to be the last one through
Even
the
the
door.
spineless.
While y'all are going
Nice.
through the trap door,
I like
I would
it.
like to tape 2 thermite grenades to a landmine to place on top of the hatch as I'm pulling it shut.
Okay, so everybody's able to go in. It's not really an issue with entering the door at this point. However, you need to roll if you're going to be placing an explosive.
Okay. So
I'm going to run ahead of him.
Yeah, he's letting you go first.
yeah,
I would hope so.
I said I
bringing
wanted
up
to
the
be the
rear?
last one.
Yeah.
So -1 plus 2. So all I got was a 12.
You got a 12 total?
Yes.
Awesome.
All
Fully
you got
capable?
was a 12.
So you managed to
For
get
exploding
this
things?
manufactured explosive that you just made, and you just slap it with some C2 straight to the door as it's shutting, and you're pulling the lever, and you look at everybody and you're like, we're not going back out that way, guys.
Yeah. Also, I recommend we go because that was thermite.
Oh. Yes, we should go down.
I don't want to be standing under this trapdoor when they land on top of it.
Yeah, no, I don't want to melt either, man.
I do think it's going to be hot enough to make the mist go away, though. Speed, 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 speed.
We make our way down.
I'm the demolitions expert. If you see me running, try to keep up.
Yeah.
I'm carrying Stumpy at this point.
Just slung over your back.
Yeah.
Alright, so inside the Hush Foundry, you're inside this blast chamber. You can hear the creaking machinery and the fluctuating power behind each of the panels on the walls. Kind of has a hum to it, like a staticky white noise hum, kind of constantly going.
Alright, before anyone moves forward, let's let Stubby go first.
That sounds
Yes.
smart.
Alright, you
That's a
just
good idea.
slap him back onto the ground, and he starts crawling. And nothing has seemed to happen. He could be crawling just below an invisible laser grid, but it seems like he's fine.
So as long as we follow his path, we're good.
So
So
walk
So maybe
like
we should
him.
all. Yeah, so maybe we should all crawl.
I'm mist. Or I'm gas. Does someone could pick up my suit for me? Can I pick up my suit as gas? Yeah, I can do that.
I was hoping that somebody kind of remembered to bring it in the closing door for you.
Oh, I forgot to grab a suit.
Oh no!
I grabbed it.
Okay.
Oh good.
She throws it on the ground, and you just refill it
I mean, there's no need. I can just stay gas.
from
Is this what
Yeah.
happens when you make a ADHD person the leader? Anyway.
That's-
I think
That's
we're
all
all.
of
I'll say.
us.
I believe we're all ADHD.
Oh my god.
Even
Yeah.
that.
Oh no.
Huh?
So you distracted me with that. What?
Alright.
My ADHD wife is usually keeping me on point. So
Same.
What's important is that we all get distracted back to the point.
I full circle to it. It's like a spider web.
Okay, what are we doing?
We
You're
were
following
deciding,
in the
a
bunker.
half a body.
we were deciding if we were going to Alice through the laser grid that may or may not exist.
Okay.
I think by saying Alice as a verb,
I'm
you
just
all
gonna walk
understand
straight
that.
forward.
All right, you walk straight forward, and nothing happens. Your intestines are
dodged
still in place.
You
You don't
dodged the
feel.
laser grid by just walking? They did a bad job with that. Okay.
Was there even a laser
I would
grid?
also like to walk straight
Is there
forward.
even a grid at all?
Well, if we all slightly go differently, then we could find out. But I'm going to walk directly behind
Yep.
So we're here to find out about Project Remnant, right?
We're following the lead.
you.
You're the leader, Ronnie.
I thought you remembered.
You are the leader.
Anyways.
Weren't we just like
Um,
sent on backup or something? Like.
You're the memory for our team. Oh, I thought you said something. I felt my watch beep.
Yeah, this is Project Dark Reflection.
Ah,
Alright,
Oh.
so
then I would like to reflect darkly,
A reflection darkly.
as though through a black mirror.
Reflection.
anyhow, I wanna see, are there any computer terminals or anything like that in here? Or filing systems or filing cabinet or
There does seem to be a large door entering into another portion, which might be a main lab.
Main lab.
Alright, I'm gonna open it.
It's way better than Delaware lab.
All right. So a panel exists on the wall, and it has a series of keypads to it, and it is only asking you for a 4-digit number.
There's only 10,000 possibilities.
Hey Stormfront, can you zap this panel?
I can try, right?
If you can't, then I can try
It's
sabotage.
probably like 1, 2, 3, 4 of it.
Yeah, maybe she can. Yeah, maybe you can pull like electricity from the walls and like redirect it.
Sure.
We'll say that's possible.
Pull the electricity from the key.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, she's able to like pull energy directly from the wall, turning it into electricity that just focuses into the keypad, and the door begins to open. As it does, you see that there's a large laboratory, a hidden laboratory at that, as a large framed individual begins to turn around and says, "You're late. Time is not our ally. The Empire advances, and the Remnant power. Do you understand what it is? 'Tis not a gate, not just for soldiers, but for something far older. I've been there, seen the blueprints. I wrote them, comrade.
Okay, so I'm just paid to find out what this is. What do you mean late?
The man begins to cross his arms as he stands before you, and you see the mechanical eye that's attached to the right side of his face as it begins to zero in on you.
Your allied forces were paid to come here to help free all of us, comrade.
I didn't get that part of the debriefing. All I got was to find out what this Project Remnant is, and now I know what it is. So,
See, I'm leaving. Let's get out of here. We're done.
what do we need to do now?
Alright, so he starts to explain to you about Project Remnant. He's talking to you about
RevNet. Okay.
a huge tower that exists in Warsaw, and he gives you half of a code. The other half remaining in Warsaw, but when put together, would be exactly what you need to shut down the entire system's safety protocols.
I need a index card to write this down on. Here, have this one. What's the half of the code? Or is there a half of the code?
0316.
Okay.
There's half the code
And the other half of the code.
exists in Warsaw.
Yeah.
Well, it's only 2 numbers out of.
No. It's 4 numbers.
No, we already got 06, so it's only 2 more numbers.
Uh-huh.
You got 0316, that's 4. You need 4 more numbers.
Oh,
in
That's the
Warsaw.
code for the
More.
RevNet gate, right?
That's for the tower, yes. To shut the whole thing down.
RevNet down.
Shut it down. The last tower you'll ever have to die in. Wait.
Was a week gonna die?
I'm glad we did this flashback so that you could remember the code.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Writes it on his
Now,
arm.
there is a real exit from this facility. However, many of these undead bastards are waiting for us there. I cannot be seen or caught, or I compromise my entire position within the Russian Empire. You must extract me from this facility without being seen.
Then I don't have to worry about warning him not to go back to the other way.
Pat,
Yes.
can you strap bombs to Stumpy? Do you have any remote control bombs?
I have time delay. I have a remote detonator, yes.
You have a remote detonator? Okay.
Yes.
Good. Because time delay
I have-
would be terrible.
I have
Grow faster!
thermite or frag or both or what?
We just need.
What kind of bomb are we looking for?
We are looking for radius and shredding.
Oh, we're in fragmentation. Okay. Possibly some C3.
Okay.
I doubt it.
Okay.
Let's go with the C2 because it's less stable.
Of course, I also have my own forces that are here to assist you.
Oh,
Corporal Anderson, if you could join us.
As you see a small frame woman enter the room from a little side room that she was in,
Okay.
cleaning her rifle. And she comes into the room and basically introduces herself. Corporal Anderson, I'm here trying to help this whole farce get along. The French are trying to survive. The Germans are trying not to get taken over. This guy speaks Russian, but he is German. I don't know. It's all confusing to me, but I'm here to help, okay? So let's get this shit together.
appreciate that. As I'm duct taping.
I heard and understood all that. Okay, so
she's speaking
you're here to
the
help.
English as she's like standing before you, and you can tell she's got like normal uniform on.
I didn't disassociate during that at all.
He's okay.
I got the gist.
She
of it.
looks very
So she,
I got the
useful.
gist of it.
but as she's standing there, she's just reaching out her hand, basically, to shake your hand.
I shake hand.
I see. You don't want to shake the hand of the guy whose hands are covered in plastic explosives.
As you reach out to shake her hand, you hear this groaning mechanical noise, and then you hear, "Ah! You touched the wrong cylindrical life, or I will unscrew your future!" As you see this large, lumbering robot that's now running directly towards you. Jen turns around and says, "Calm down!" throwing a wrench that hits him directly in the head, as he then stops and says, "Oh, my Moshi has struck me. I shall treasure this death forever."
I just kind of side eye it, and I'm like, okay.
Meanwhile, I have shoved an extra fragmentation grenade into Stumpy's mouth,
Okay.
just for good measure,
Okay.
as a suicide thing. If
I'm gonna give him
if
a.
he gets captured, he's supposed to spit out the pin.
Hey, if he. Well, he has arms. He can just.
Eat. But the rest of it's going to be strapped to his back.
Would the grenade set off the C3? I mean the C2?
I don't know.
C3.
As Patty's standing there, like kind of like fiddling with it.
If you move any slower, I will begin to rust, mein friend.
I wouldn't.
He raises one arm up.
I put some plastic explosive on it.
Jean, this helps.
I just don't.
It dulls the
No sudden movement.
it dulls the sound, at least.
Soon he's gonna have a rocket punch. Did you just give him rocket punch?
Oh no.
Involuntarily? That's a 5.
Oh
You
my
just
God.
involuntarily gave him a
So
rocket
you were
punch.
trying to put explosives on the corpse?
Fragmentation grenades, and I was sticking them together with C2. Onto Stumpy.
You, and you go ahead and roll for speed evasion.
Wait, that's. I feel like.
Oh, you're
I'm
still gas, but you can roll your power. So
Yeah.
basically roll energy since you're rolling for
Speed.
your gas.
Okay.
Other two roll for speed.
I rolled 14.
7.
You found your dice.
I did.
It's technically a success.
Yes. It was a 6. So that's what I'm happy
10
about.
plus 3. Is there a negative on it?
Oh wow! So you just kind of like see what's going on, and you're like, gas away, gas away.
He
just
literally
floats to the top
vaporized.
corner as the two of you are standing there, and Stein just reaches out, grabbing a hold of both of you and ripping you back, saying, "Get down, comrades!"
How much damage?
Did we do
This
this
is 2 tracks of damage as Stumpy
did it
blows
twice.
up in your face.
Oh, wait. You said these are not on the old track.
Yeah, just keep track. If you need a, do you need
No,
an index?
I just use dashes
Okay.
above the boxes.
So, basically, in the corridor that's right in front of you, you see the great big explosion, bits of Stumpy everywhere, as Patty is blown into liquid form and then resolidifies himself as he hits a wall, slumping to the ground, blood trickling from his nose.
Splashed a little.
You are bleeding. That is unfortunate. I would offer you first aid, but mine hands are mostly killing instruments.
I would like to help him heal me whenever he's trying to kill me.
Are you running off of hydraulics? Is that why?
Is he steam
I'm
powered?
gonna use speed to dodge him jumping.
He's not actually going to kill you. He's just showing that his hands can't really help you.
Because I have tried to help people before as a character that only knows how to kill.
He's got like one that's made out of like a drill and some buzzsaws and like several bladed moving objects, and the other one's like this cannon that seems to be like lighting up. And he's like, "I would like to help you, my friend."
And incidentally, the next ability that I'm planning on picking up is explosive defense.
That would be
Not
good.
what you think. You use explosives
To defend yourself. Oh, that's crazy. That would not have helped you here. So that's fine. This is fine.
We don't have any stable explosive ordnance, do we? Like RPG or something?
The C3 didn't explode.
We have gas.
However, I think I'm out of fragmentation grenades.
We got gas.
Someone has an RPG?
Not who's currently here.
No, but
no.
one of you can explode pieces of yourself.
It's me.
Oh, me.
Oh, you can too?
No.
He can explode pieces of other people's selves on him.
I just did.
That just happened.
Oh, wow.
Actually, whenever I reconstituted, a little piece of Stumpy is sticking out of me.
Ew.
That's...
That's gross.
Yeah. That's disconcerting.
Yes, it
Anyways,
was. Think how I feel.
alright, so we need a new plan.
I don't have that edge.
The doctor cannot be seen. We need to cause a major distraction out there.
Oh,
So we need to... He can explode.
I can make things explode.
I saw.
We worked well together.
Incidentally, we haven't heard the trap door explode yet.
Anyways. Gaston,
That's me.
we need you to... Do you have a way to aim?
Yeah.
You can?
I'm intelligent gas.
Well, I
also
just
have a
didn't
way
know
to
if you
aim.
can, like, how far... What's the range?
It's just I have to produce the gas.
And then send it out to the point.
Like gas bubbles so you can just, like, shoot out
I
at
ate
somebody?
some more bagels.
Mein Gott! You have no skin! You are like bratwurst without the casing! What is wrong with you?
Gas.
You kind of look like that.
Alright.
Oh,
So-
gas.
I am gas. Pure. Unadulterated gas.
I want to help you aim.
French. It makes sense now.
Okay.
Can I help him aim and just shoot in the middle of the crowd and explode?
If you
just cause
pinpoint a target
explosions?
and kind of like get him to
Yeah.
like
Well,
point out
they
to-
can smell me coming. That's what I just want to say.
They're zombies. They're not going to smell you coming.
Okay.
They're undead.
Don't try to poison them, though.
Yeah, they won't work with the poisoning. The gas can poison them.
All right, so you're getting to this back door. You're trying to get it open. You're looking out at the crowd of undead that are coming towards you. You're trying to pinpoint into the center of that and blow a pathway for yourselves, basically.
Yes. And I also want to shoot like something that way to like get
Is there
distractions going so they're not like really looking for the... I basically don't want them to notice the doctor.
Okay.
there's something I can like shoot lightning at?
I mean, I guess
Wait.
he's saying if you can shoot lightning in a different direction
doctor's
to
not
like
gonna
hit
like
more
this.
of the undead over there
Yeah.
to cause a
The
distraction.
doctor's not going to like this one bit.
I could do that.
What's that?
Said the doctor's not going to like this one bit. Hey, doctor, can you walk like a zombie?
Conrad, you think me a fool?
Alternative idea, I do have access if we can find a large amount of water to a way to defend him from sight and get him out.
Jan backs you up and she's like, so basically you think our way out of here is to blend in with the crowd?
Not us, but him.
She pulls out a wrench and like starts spinning it in her hand like a like a gunslinger with a gun, halting it, and then looks directly at his cybernetic arm and eye and says, "There's a real easy way we can make you look a little bit more dead."
Yeah, it's by covering him with the dead.
Oh, I can
But
use my
also
gas to
taking off
corrode
pieces.
the skin around him to make him look
Yeah.
up.
There's a lot of pieces of Stumpy.
Let me melt your
Just
skin.
Covered in, yeah. But if you saw a guy like walking around with like one arm missing, one eye missing,
melted
you think
skin?
to yourself, that's a living dude.
I can melt his skin.
I don't think
No.
you want to melt the doctor's skin.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit of my gas.
The cybernetic zombies don't exist here yet, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That does seem to be a key difference that you're noting as a person experiencing the reality.
Yeah.
Oh, if only we could
All right,
mitigate
so-
in real life, huh?
You're rolling to explode in the area with his assistance on pinpoint accuracy. You're rolling to strike lightning in an area to cause a distraction.
Is there access to enough water that I could even try to
Okay,
pull
here we
us?
go.
Here we go.
A 7
Should we
plus
analyze
a 3
to try-
is a 10.
or just
I
try
rolled a
it?
10 as well.
Oh, nice.
See if I can pull enough water from the pipes.
He had a assistance from me too, so you should. Yeah, you definitely got that.
Nice.
All right, so what was your total?
10.
All right, and
10.
Nice.
okay.
Okay, we got
And
distracted.
then
So-
I have assistance with him. So
Basically, you see Gaston, he like floats over and then begins to solidify into more of a
I look
gaseous
beautiful as I
person
float.
form.
Yeah.
And then starts to fluidly dance as his arms sway and then come together and then
I don't make that sound.
out of
There's
gas.
nothing the gas is coming out of like
Shoots.
before.
Okay. Floats that way and then all of a sudden
Silence.
a combustion comes through and then an area explodes in this green
A
gas
whole area.
as from the sky striking another area.
The
Ellie is like holding her hand and like doing her business as her eyes kind of light up, and then the robot looks at her and his eyes both dilate completely. Ah! Is that lightning in your veins, Fraulein? Remind me never to touch her doorknob.
I want to cause even more chaos and raise some dead,
Alright.
or raise some dead.
Oh,
Okay.
6 plus 3, that's 9, plus 2, 11, minus 2, that's 9.
Alright, so you reach out and you start communicating with some of these dead bodies, but then you notice that there's a tug and pull for you. Some other force within them is at play. It's currently trying to animate them. And you feel it as a sentient thing.
Oh, that's neat.
It's not just programming, it's not just some sort of gas that's activating their brains. There seems to be a sentience to it. As you tug and pull back and forth and are able to expel this dark mist from one of the dead Russians, and you have now taken control of him.
Can
He
gas
is
control
not
the dead?
a half of a thing. He's just the one.
can I try to drain the mist of its hydration?
You may attempt it. This
Can I try and take over a zombie with my gas?
This went great.
Oh no.
That's a 4.
Alright, so as you reach out to one of these undead soldiers and you try to pull the mist from it,
Yes.
you see this dark, shadowy business tendril out of the soldier and start penetrating your flesh. And as it does, it breaks you down. You're starting to lose cohesion, and you realize in that moment, it's not your will that makes you become water.
Mm-hmm.
It's your will that keeps you from turning into water.
Ah. You're
As
always
it poisons your water and part of you becomes dark water.
like in that cartoon show, Pirates of Dark
He
Water.
doesn't have a broken blade with just a hilt. I have no idea what cartoon you're talking about.
Pirates of Dark Water? Yes, everyone check it out. It's on Saturday mornings.
It really does have a
1980.
sword with just a hilt and a broken blade to it, yes.
I use my karate chop to chop that part of my arm off. Where the water is.
Alright, so you'll be taking on the next track of damage. Alright, so
I am now bleeding.
you have learned from this that this black mist is not a liquid.
I say that out loud.
You're now bleeding water?
It's also sentient.
It's not a liquid and it's sentient. We are learning. If only we knew somebody who was able to analyze combat.
I can do. Wait, no, I can't analyze combat, can I? What can I analyze? Combat. Okay, I'm going to analyze combat. What are you laughing at? I don't understand.
Because you said
That's
analyze.
what it says on my sheet. It says anal.
Don't
analyze.
open the anal
Alright,
eyes.
go ahead and analyze the combat.
Alright.
There's 2 eyes down there? That's something wrong.
Where are my anal probes? Oh, here they are.
Oh my god! Oh
Oh no!
no! What did you roll?
I can't.
What did you roll?
3.
That's 3
Total?
total. Well,
Cool.
yeah, because I don't. My anal stuff, my equipment isn't working properly.
Go ahead and roll off of your energy capability.
That's 3.
So that's 6.
No, go ahead and roll again
roll
off of
again.
your energy.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, that's total of 8.
Plus your energy.
No, that's with energy.
Oh, okay. So as you're standing there, you see him kind of float past you as he's like a ballerina, a merchant of death,
I'm
emerging.
animated by Disney, like in that new addition to Fantasia.
Sure. And then as he twists and pulls, massive amounts of gunfire start coming into him, explosions, and some more of this black mist is tendriling out of one of the dead soldiers and trying to latch on to him as he goes, "Oh, this is no good, I am France!" And
And I fly back to France.
flies back to his suit and tries to make it into his suit, taking on a track of damage from whatever is poisoning
Why am I
him
being damaged so much?
as he manages to get into his gas suit, his containment suit.
I'm contained.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
It's okay.
Alright, so he's hurting. Ellie is fully capable, and you have your mission. Jen has covered the good doctor in several pieces of raw undead meat, blood, and has removed his cybernetic arm to make him look disabilitied, and as well as the mechanical eye on his
Differently
his head.
abled.
So he looks like a hollow-eyed, stumpy, bloody doctor.
See? We blew up Stumpy for a reason.
The plan. Let's get it together.
Yes. Wrong lever!
Alright, so the one of the tendrils are coming out. I'm going to try and wrestle control a bit. Yeah, I wish I had just picked up the other thing.
Large machine starts to lumber towards you.
We are going to destroy them, yeah?
Of course we're going to destroy them.
He claps his metal hands or gun and bladed thing.
I forgot he
together.
was there.
Ja, let's go.
You can command him if you want to.
Does lightning help?
Never got his name.
Oh, would you like to ask him his name?
What is your name?
Look at this.
My
89.
friend, you care? I am
Nightmare.
Heinrich Wolfgang von Grimm, at your service.
Isn't it?
Alright, Von Grimm. I'm going to need you to take point and.
Sure, I can do that. I am the epitome of German aristocracy. I can do anything I want to do. But I will follow your lead.
And clear us a path.
Ah, at last a proper dance of destruction. My joints are practically trembling with bloodlust.
As you hear, and this cannon like flips out into several little mini cannons and Gatling guns. The other hand turning into a buzzsaw with a large bladed hook, and then little tank treads begin to form on his boots as he just hops out onto the ground and goes. And you see like several body parts flying in different directions.
Yes.
You hear in the distance,
You have awakened a fury that only my programmer and mind therapist can understand. I am becoming the violent ballerina.
What in the world?
Dance of the Nutcracker.
bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun.
So, the thing is intelligent. The mist.
Can you strike the mist with more electricity? With more lightning? Can you strike the mist with more lightning?
Sure.
See if we can arm it?
If there's one thing I can think of that screws up thinking, it's electricity to the brain.
9.
Is that her way of saying no since we're in the room?
9. That's what I rolled.
Alright, so electricity comes down, hitting what you're seeing as like a large focal point for the blackness that's swirling out. As it does, it seems to dissipate the mist differently than the explosion or dealing with water. Whereas it infected the gas and infected the water, it seems to retreat from the charged electricity, the plasma. So for a moment, as the lightning bolt hits, you see the mist kind of like, and then try to like pool around in a different location.
I wonder. There are a bunch of dead bodies around us right now, right?
Some
Or
are in control.
dead
some-
bodies.
Yeah.
Can you create a Faraday cage?
Out of bodies.
I don't know.
I don't know if flesh works that way.
No. I forgot how Faraday cages work. I was just thinking of just like a tunnel of lightning and just.
Depends on how many fillings they had, I guess.
Yeah.
How much adamantium is in their
Looks like not
skeletons.
even cool.
Now,
Sorry, MacGuffinite. So,
Jen leans in and kind of nudges you, and she's like, "You seem like you've got half a brain around here."
no,
You notice your friend got poisoned by the black stuff. It seemed to want to like get into his water. But I also kind of noticed on the security cameras that he funneled the electricity for your other friend.
Mm-hmm.
What if you made a trap for the black mist to try and poison him, and then direct all of the lightning into his form so that it's
the ocean
contained.
colossus.
Alright, let's do it.
Now, if you have any sharks on hand that you can throw at this fucknado, then that might help too, but otherwise, let's just make the sign of the cross and tuck our head between our knees and hope this works.
So, I have to roll my thing first, and then she rolls. It's not just me giving her teamwork.
Yeah, no, it's going to need to be you being Oceanic Colossus plus her striking you once you're poisoned.
Okay. Let's go. Awesome.
God bless. What the?
That's a 5. No, sorry. That's a 2.
Patty, hearing your plan.
Hawk stress eats.
I try to become an oceanic colossus using the mist that surrounds me.
Yep, and he did that. And became an a deadly black business that he doesn't understand Colossus. As you all look forward and see this sludging black monstrosity growing larger and larger, made up of an indescribable shadowy mist and dead body parts and skeletal remains and chunks of debris and brick.
It's all kind of floating around.
It's all kind of like swirling together as he like lashes out now in a rage, smashing pieces of the facility.
So,
And I'm gonna need you and you and you to roll to not be damaged.
Plus,
I don't want you to.
Right now you're trying to escape damage.
Ooh, yeah.
the worst that can happen is you retroactively kill
much do we
me
have to
before
roll?
we got on that other mission.
I got 12.
That's good. That doesn't kill you.
What are we rolling from off of
For you right now, because you're back in a suit, speed.
speed? I have rolled. Is there a negative to anything?
No.
Do you have
I have
damage?
I have damages.
Is it on to the third track?
Yeah.
Okay, then -1.
All right. I have 9.
you have what?
Okay.
9.
I have 9.
Yeah.
You two, you both have 9.
Nothing
Yeah.
is not 9.
He says we, and she says 9, 9.
I have 9.
All right.
I don't speak German, by the way.
Neither do
You
I.
don't even speak French. All right. So as the hand comes down and smashes right before you, body parts flinging in different directions, chunks of skull and everything, you like run to avoid, but you are now trapped behind a crumbling piece of the facility. You, Gaston, and you, Stormfront, have kind of like huddled together, but you are now trapped under this debris. All right, so you're kind of like trapped in the facility for the moment.
Debris.
You see it coming and do a weird cartwheel backflip out of the way, taking aim with your sniper rifle on the other side, as Heinrich now wheels behind you with all of these like ammunitions and guns like poking out of him, and Jin's like behind you, also holding her weapon, trying to take aim.
Those guys have not been doing
Since I'm like under the debris, I noticed that there is a coffee maker under the debris, and I pressed the button to see if it still works.
It's not cheese.
It is working though, and so I take the time to make some coffee.
It's not cheese. You keep
All
calling
right,
it
so
brie.
currently the bloodied and like disguised doctor is hiding under, he's hiding out of sight, and your job is to get him out of here. You've got Heinrich and Jin able to help you. Patty is a monster, and
I am a
your
very
other two
big
teammates
distraction.
are just caught under some debris.
I am a very big distraction. I just might be distracting y'all as well.
Yeah. Alright, so We need to get Stormfront out of. I see where they went, right?
You see that? Yeah, they were like at the edge of getting out of the facility with you, and then they basically rolled to dodge this thing, and he's basically caused the structure to fall down around them, so they're kind of like stuck in the tunnel right now, where you came out from.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just trying to see if my character saw that or not.
Well, it would be chaotic, and you could roll for it if you want to, but I mean, I think he would have a general idea of where they were.
Like a general direction.
Also, comms.
Do we have comms?
We're
Radio.
we're a unit.
You have radio. You don't have like
We have, like-
Mindcom or like.
We have like
Can you hear me? Mic over.
you don't have to before every one of those the radios are working.
Got it.
Stormfront, are you alive?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We need to get Stormfront and Gaston out of there. Which I'm pretty sure Gaston can get his own ass out there.
He keeps talking about something about coffee and pushing buttons. I don't know if he's all there.
I offer to help. I'm assuming I'm totally under my own control. Did I roll to try and be under my own control?
How damage are you?
I have 2 spots left.
Okay. So that's a -1 plus a -2. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll to try and take yourself back over with intelligence at a -3.
Okay, so -1. Hey, that's 6.
With the negative?
All right.
Total.
So
Okay.
let me see this real quick.
Yep.
So I just need to know if Heinrich can help me or not.
Go ahead and roll dehydration drain on multiple targets.
I've never gotten to do it on multiple targets. That's 4, 3.
Okay. All you have to do is outroll a 3.
Outroll with
Me?
Yep.
Don't.
You can do it.
Go!
Right, he had like a little twitch. He's like, every time that's happened to me, I can find the one.
7.
Alright.
But this is what's funny. I rolled with one of the dice was a 3.
So, as you're standing there, you notice like you're beginning to like sweat. As if you're like in a humid jungle.
A human
And you
jungle.
see this thing like towering over you, and it's like pulling, and you notice like different bodies. The hydration from their body is like being pulled up to this thing, adding in its size and ferocity.
Does that count as me using an ability?
Yeah.
Awesome. I didn't kill my team, and I used an ability. Because I'm rolling, and I changed dice.
So as you do this, you like, as you see
Wait,
this,
was
you're
that,
like,
what was that? Was that, what did I just roll?
that would have been off of either your speed or durability.
That sounds more like durability
Yeah.
than speed.
So as you feel the moisture like being wicked away from you, you pull back further, taking canteen and just like chugging it down as you take another one, hand it to Jen, and basically tell her to do the same thing, like stay hydrated. As the robot then looks at you, and one of his eyes like gets really pinpoint, and the other one gets like really big, and he says, "How dare you hydrate my mushy? Only I may refresh your vital systems. Heinrich, chill. I am combustion-based creature of death. I do not chill. I simmer.
Simmer.
Yes.
Samadana.
Ja.
Samadana.
Alright, so
So you managed to not get drained dry of all of your goodness.
alright, so Heinrich. I'm gonna need you to help get Stormfront out. from behind this debris. So she can shoot Patty, which I don't know what's your code name?
Oh, Breaker.
Breaker.
So she can shoot Breaker and get that fucking black shit out of it.
The Stormfront Breaker.
Oh, nice.
We'll call it Team Stormbreaker.
Jean, do not yell at me. I am very emotionally unstable and also built from tank parts, but I will do what you say. Jean.
Appreciate it.
Shh. We must be quiet, like a schnitzel in a vegetarian market. Oh. He starts treading over to the debris to start like dismantling and taking it apart. Now, it is your turn though. If you need to retaliate at all or try to do anything to said monster, not your turn, his turn.
Oh, okay.
You've made your turn.
Yes.
You've made your bed. You're lying in it. Got the blackout curtains drawn right now.
Friend or foe is turned off.
Alright, so what's going on right now?
He's currently still swiping away. Heinrich is over dismantling pieces of concrete and trying to remove your allies from the debris. And you and Jin, she's got her large autocannon, and you've got your sniper rifle and your abilities of undead reanimation. And a large monster that is swinging down at you who is once your ally.
Well, I don't want to kill him. Can we kill him?
You could totally retroactively kill me.
I like how John's like, I am completely safe in this story. I know I don't die. And Dan's like, I've died before I've ever lived.
I am currently possessed by necromantic energy. You could totally kill me, and there could still be an explanation for me vaping on y'all right before a boss fight.
You have expelled some of this energy from other dead bodies
That's right.
using your own necrotic abilities.
Alright. So backup plan, I'm going to try to expel this energy.
Be gone, evil demons! I expel you! Satan, get thee behind me!
Dirt Devil, come out!
He
Feel the
breaks
power
out
of
his-
Hoover!
He gets his dirt devil out.
Is there anything else coming after us? Like, is it
Currently,
just
it's all being funneled into him as this
I sucked it all in.
colossal. It's like a Sharknado, but it's an undead zombie black liquid necrotic energy falling debris NATO made of man parts.
Anderson, can you shoot the undead that are inside him?
Honey, I can shoot anything.
Then please do.
Alright, she takes a knee, breaks out this autocannon, which she just like places onto her shoulder, starts like pulling switches, and then you see like a series of projectiles come out from it, exploding different portions of his body, where you see like bodies getting blown out of it into smithereens.
Oh no.
Alright, so this is going to be off energy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Oh, I actually got a good roll. This is 5. 11 plus 2 is 13.
Okay. Patty, don't beat 13 as you roll energy.
He said not to, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's what the dice do.
Incidentally, 13 is the maximum I could make.
There's no way you can do this.
Okay, that's a
Nice.
7.
Okay.
Nice.
Good.
All right, so as you're like, and he just starts focusing in on the necrotic energy that's poisoning you, and trying to pull it, like, he's basically trying to possess the dead bodies that are in you, which is purifying. Like, if he can get his energy in there, it's purifying away that blackness, and you have a little bit more connection with your mind right now. So, that'll give you it'll take away your -2, so you still have your -1 from injury, but it takes away that -2 of the black energy for the moment if you want to try and regain control.
I would like to. Now it's actually roll high. So that is
6 plus
8.
1, 7. Alright, for the next round, you will have possession of yourself and be able to not attack your team.
Excellent.
For the next round. Alright. So, Ellie and Gaston, you see the light, or, well, you see the outside, as Heinrich has now lifted one of the last pieces of rubble away that was containing you inside the tunnels. He leans in and looks at you, Ellie, and he says, "Did I ever tell you I once tried to knit? It ended in fire. So much fire."
Okay.
He just read that from an actual scripted response.
It's not like it's a random.
It says in the middle of combat, say this to somebody.
I'm not sure how to help you with that. Can
If
we
he had
get out of
lips-
here?
If he had lips, he would smile, but he says, "Ja! We are like clockwork, very violent, blood-soaked clockwork. Let's go!"
Okay.
As you see his little tank treads just go and start like racing back into the battle. You are now free, and you see this monstrous, black, sludgy, but kind of watery now.
And there was
Colossus.
a plan for you to shoot me once I was the focal point of all of the
I was saying,
parties.
so can I try and shoot the
Oh, yes.
stuff out of him? I don't.
You are trying to shoot him, yes.
Well, at the same time,
Dissipate.
Breaker, while you still have control of yourself, can you remove the pins of all the grenades on all these soldiers that are inside of you?
We're going to count that as a planned detonation.
Sure.
14.
Okay. So 7.
Alright. And 14.
14.
Alright. So Ellie comes out, she's looking up, she sees him, and she just like puts all of her energy into it, making fists, her eyes glowing bright white as she calls down the mother of all lightning bolts from the sky as it goes directly into his chest, and it's continuing to pour lightning energy. Like, this thing isn't just like a flash of energy, it's like steadily pulsing into him as every single bit of him is lighting up. And you see like several pieces of metal, like circular bits of metal flying out of his form as he looks at you and goes,
But I'm still huge, so
2 huge watery thumbs up. Alright, so as that occurs, I beckon that you,
I'm still in the cheese.
you've been released.
Yes.
Oh.
We were both just released, and that's why.
It is no longer Gouda for you. You are Bree.
I want to crawl back into the Bree.
Alright, all 3 of you go ahead and roll either endurance
This is why
and
I
or
want to
speed
be crawling.
or taking form of gaseousness.
Okay.
11.
I am form of gas.
You can re-roll that blue one.
Thank you. 10.
Okay.
Is there a hindrance 1 right for me?
Just roll plus your energy.
11.
Wow. So basically, as he's sitting there and he gives like the thumbs up, Go ahead and roll for me off durability.
Alright. So, straight roll. Got it. That's 7.
Alright. So, he looks at you, Hawk, and he gives like the 2 thumbs up as the lightning pours into him, and then you hear a series of explosions begin to go off inside of him that are all contained within the water. It's just like... And then the lightning continues to pour into him as you see the darkness is like actually trying to get out of him, like tendrils escaping this colossus of a man. As he goes, "Oh no," and like pulls the darkness back in that's now getting electrified with all of this plasma. And then as you feel the raindrops starting to hit around you, just...
Is it Chubby Rain? Remember that movie?
Alright, so you are beginning to reconstitute yourself on the ground into a pooling form of a man, but you are quite injured. Take another injury track.
Yep.
Aliens came down in the raindrops. Making raindrops.
Now, the area is cleared, except you do see the remnant of the dark energy pooling in one very faint spot.
That was that injury that got.
Not on him. It's just like where it was, like a huge mist cloud, is now just like one little pulsating orb.
That's the piece of me.
Put it in a
Still
container.
has it.
I have a pouch.
I'm trying to put it in a container.
I have pouches.
Okay.
They're lead lined. And
Not his pouches.
my pouches are. Yeah.
Mine pouches. Heinrich opens up his chest, and all you see is an ice cream maker in an empty compartment.
Oh, because he assimilated.
He's a robot. He's one of the first.
Yeah.
12.
Nice.
Is he one of the Fedora 2s? I don't remember who assimilated him.
I'm gonna put him in a canteen.
All right, so
Nobody drink out of this.
Hawk walks over. He's basically got this canteen, and he's like trying to force this energy into the canteen. What occurs is that it is contained inside the only kind of container that it can exist inside of, which is living.
Scoop, scoop.
Wait, the canteen is alive?
So as he walks over, he draws it into himself, and his eyes grow fully dilated as he falls back to the ground, blacking out.
Wait, who fell back?
As his eyes begin to flutter back open, he realizes that he's in a different place, in a different time, dropping to one knee, and he grips his head, muttering one sentence. I remember now.
0316,
If you want to find out what happens, you're going to have to tune in next time for the thrilling conclusion, hopefully, of the Revenant Tower. Thank you for joining us this time. We've appreciated your patience in this flashback memory, introducing us to more of Hawk's exploits.
We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, head over to our website, SaturdayNightGamingLLC.com, for some more fun content. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.